In many ISKCON temples, in India and outside India, Rath Yatra was being celebrated almost at random any time of the year. This is completely in violation of sacred scriptures and tradition. We started a dialogue with the ISKCON that this is not good and they should follow the tradition and the scriptures. Last several months with several sittings, they examined all the points raised by the ISKCON scholars and found that they were totally baseless. Very well established tradition according to our sacred scriptures regarding the festivals of Lord Jagannath is that the Lord celebrates his birthday with Rath Yatra on Jyeshta Purnima Tithi. This is Lord Jagannath's own commandment and which has been reflected in many scriptures, including scriptures written by Maharishi Vedavyasa, the Mahapuranas. Similarly, Lord Jagannath himself has declared that once in a year he will visit his birthplace, which is Gundicha Mandapam, on a yatra which we all know as Rath Yatra, beginning on Ashadha Shukla Paksha Dutiya Tithi, and it's a 9-day yatra. This is again the commandment of Lord Jagannath himself, especially in the Skanda Purana. And again this is reflected in other Puranas written by Maharishi Vedavyasa and other scriptures also. So this has been followed since ancient times in Purushottam Kshetra Puri, in Sri Mandira, and followed in all other temples in India and outside India also. However, we do find that in many ISKCON temples, in India and outside India, Rath Yatra was being celebrated almost at random any time of the year. This is completely in violation of sacred scriptures and tradition. So we started a dialogue with the ISKCON that this is not good and they should follow the tradition and the scriptures. After a lot of discussion, in July 2021, the ISKCON Governing Body Council, which is in charge of the ISKCON affairs in India, took the decision, agreed with us and said that within India, Rath Yatra will be performed by ISKCON temples according to the scriptures and tradition, beginning with Ashadha Shukla Paksha Dutiya Tithi. But they said that regarding Rath Yatras outside India, it is the governing body commission which is in the Mayapur ISKCON headquarters which will take a decision. So we started discussing with the Mayapur headquarters, and on December 2nd, 2024, the ISKCON Governing Body Commissioner Chairman Guru Prasad Swamiji Maharaj came to Puri, and we gave our standpoint, our views very clearly to him. They also presented their viewpoints, and then it was suggested that a scholars meeting should take place to discuss the scriptural aspects of this issue. So on 20th March this year, a meeting was held in Bhubaneswar between the scholars of ISKCON and the scholars of Jagannath Temple Administration. And the views that were presented by ISKCON were thoroughly examined by our scholars of the temple administration. Over the last several months with several sittings, they examined all the points raised by the ISKCON scholars and found that they were totally baseless, and they were contradicting the scriptures and the tradition. And they gave us almost 100-page report saying that Snan Yatra is to be celebrated only on Janmashtami Tithi, because only on Jyeshta Purnima Tithi, because that is the Lord's birthday. We don't celebrate Sri Krishna Janmashtami, the Lord Krishna's birthday, on just any other day. We don't celebrate Sri Ram Navami on any other day except on the day specified in the scriptures. So also Ganesh Chaturthi. So they said that this is definitely the categoric decision of the scriptures and the tradition also. Similarly, Rath Yatra is to be performed only on Ashadha Shukla Paksha Dutiya Tithi for 9 days. Outside these 9 days, there cannot be any Ratha pulling. No Rath Yatra is possible of Lord Jagannath. There are so many Rath Yatras happening of different deities in different temples in India. They all are performed according to their own tradition. In the south, we have got so many big Rath Yatras happening of the deities, whether it's Lord Vishnu or Lord Shiva. So each deity has got his own tradition, and that is followed. So similarly, Lord Jagannath has got his own tradition, and that is followed in Jagannath Sanskriti. So this is what has been brought out to them in this 100-page report, which was sent to them this morning through email and through courier, and we will be circulating it widely, and we have presented to the press today, which clearly vindicates the stand of the temple administration and demolishes all the grounds which the ISKCON authorities or the scholars have been trying to state to justify Rath Yatra around the year outside India. So all those grounds have been totally demolished by our scholars as being unjustified and not acceptable, and as being contrary to scriptures and tradition. We hope that the ISKCON will take cognizance of these findings of the scholars and the scriptures, and we will hope that a quick decision is taken, because this has been prolonged. This very sensitive and vital matter has been going on for decades, causing a lot of discontent among devotees. The sentiments, the religious sentiments of Jagannath Premi devotees all around the world is being hurt, and we expect that the ISKCON will realize the gravity of the situation and take a proper decision very soon.